just gonna quote what Elazer said yesterday. He said, "I think Neeb has a really good shot at the finals. Not even just a good shot, but a really good shot at the finals.
A really good one.
Indicating that Neeb was gonna lose this series. Yeah, it's gonna be easy lose. And then after the cameras went off, I heard Miko go even more ham against Neeb, but I can't remember much of that. But that definitely did happen. All right.
Yeah.
In the bottom right, spawning as the Blue Zerg player playing for team XCOM Ago. It's going to be Elazer. The man, the myth, the legend. A little bit of a rivalry with the guy in the top left who's representing America. Everything that's good in life. And thing, it is Neeblet. Good old Neeblet.
Okay. And in the top and bottom right, representing XCOM, the Polish god, Mikolai.
I already did Elazer as well, you realize, right?
Well, you say Neeb, no?
I also did Elazer. I did both already.
Well, we can do Miko twice.
We can do Neeb twice as well. Do Neeb as well.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's unfair. Oh, the hell. Come on.
In the top left, the American Hope, Northern Cannon, Neeb.
Nice. All right. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're paying attention. We have no scout. Oh, no, actually, no. Sorry. This was a scout. Just denied the natural. I was looking at this and I saw, hey, wait, where's the scout? But he's taking some minerals. Took the minerals. Now it's probably just gonna go home or gonna take a look where that hatchery is located. Can't do too much anymore with that probe. Lightshade is considered a very good Zerg map because the distance between third bases is relatively small, and that usually means one thing. And that thing is that the ladies start walking. The girls. They go to the other side of the map. They go together. And they're very powerful in big groups. Of course, we're talking about queens. 5, 7, 8, 12, 16. Any number of queens is a specific queen walk that has a different purpose. And Miko Y. Ogonovsky Elazer knows every single one of them by heart. He knows them very well. Yeah.
Who wouldn't know them very well?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's the Miko speciality, you know? That or Hydra Banes before.
Oh, the good old Hydra Bane, 76 drone, 74 drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can dream those build orders. We're not seeing a Stargate opener here, though. We're going to be going into the Neeblet Glaive Adept opener. Now, Neeb has a powerful Glaive Adept opener. I have to admit it. He's pulling out of gas, so it indeed is going to be Glaive Adept, not going to be DTs. And Zaun made some recent innovations on the build to hit slightly faster with a slightly lower adept count, but at an uncomfortable timing for Zerg. And we're talking about the...
Yeah, I'm listening. The glaive skis faster? Is that what we are talking here?
Yeah, the glaive finishes faster, and you cut workers at weird timings, and you get fast gate 2 and 3. So that's exactly what we're seeing here. Relatively fast gate 2 and 3. And then a slightly delayed gate 4. Which is okay. Because you're only really looking for to warp in 3 adepts with your first warp in. I think the way that what's he called? Zaun did it. He also got a 4th unit before warp gate, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Neeb is gonna go for even 1 less adept. I think it's gonna be 9 adept. Relatively quick glaives. But we'll see what he decides to do. And then a slightly higher probe count than what Zaun is going for. Because, you know, he's cutting 1 adept. Let's take a look at this warp in. This is going to be what? 408 needs to be the warp in. He's not going to make it with that 1 gate. 409. Ooh. This actually is... He's going to wait for 4. Yeah, it's late. It's very late. 415. Yeah, this is actually not going to hit too hard. This is not going to hit too hard. I can tell you that much. This is gonna be a... Yeah, this is just gonna be a 9 adept. Because he's not gonna be in time with that next gateway. That gateway isn't done yet.
There's no roaches, Captain.
Yeah, there's no roaches. No, Miko is not ready. Miko's not ready. His Roach Warren is delayed. He's only gonna be working with Lynx here. Queens are out of position. Lynx are out of position. Oh, he's not gonna finish?
He should have finished that. I would have finished that.
I would have finished that twice. There's no shot. He's gonna have another go though. He's gonna have another go. I think he can still finish. He can still finish. He can still finish. Look, there's no roaches. No.
Don't care? Adept don't care?
Don't care. Adept don't care. I'm not too sure though. Like, this might be a bit tricky. He gets all the links, man. Unbelievable. What a fight.
They really don't care.
They really don't care about links. Yeah. The links are weak against adepts, man. Adepts are not gonna cancel. A little bit surprised by that, but well, actually, now that I see this empty third base, yeah, I love it. I am surprised though, but so was Miko.
The 4 adepts to a natural. 4 adepts to a natural. Rest to the main? No, I would like that.
Everything towards the natural. It seems like I'm not too big a fan of this one. It's gonna still kill a bunch of these drones with good targeting. 23 workers against 47. Immortals being built in the back of this. We're gonna see a pickup of at least 3 adepts, or a pick up with at least 3 adepts. I think we're gonna see a counter attack here. 20 more links in production, and Elazer is looking for damage on the other side of the map. Can he find it? There's no battery.
There's no
One
battery.
battery's going down. We're gonna need 2-3 batteries though. This is not single battery territory here special. This is 4, 5, perhaps even 6 battery. Yeah. Territory.
Why not? He's super all in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he should just make a lot of units, right? And have batteries, spend your money.
Wait, what is Elazer doing?
He's scared of the... Oh, 2 adepts show up and start to drones?
Yeah, but he already started. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean...
Oh, this is what Zoo did against Sound in GSL, and he won this game like this.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's the correct call. 28 workers is very, very little. Sure, the third base is delayed, but you're just going to be down in mining for a while, for a little bit to come, and that's not quite what you want as Zerg in this matchup. Creep Threat is looking pretty nice. It's looking good, solid. Good foundation for Zerg, of course, is that Creep Threat very often.
That's right. But at the same time, Miko seems like he can come back. He feels like he can come back. What do you think?
If he gets a cancel on this third base and maybe even tries to fight a little bit here, I think, can he? Nah, I don't think he can fight actually. He's gonna try to go for a run by into the natural, but Adept Warpin will save that. Third base gets cancelled, and that's painful for Neeb. So even though that, these roaches are completely out of position. Oh no, I think this could be a very painful attack here if Neeb decides to continue. Does need to be careful, because if he decides to go for it, he's gonna get another cancel on this third base. Yeah, so he's gonna go back home instead. These sentries are actually gonna fall. He thought there's gonna be a target on the Nexus, and he wanted the sentries to force field the Nexus. Instead, Elazer says, well, if you warp in sentries here, guess what, buddy? I'm just gonna kill your sentries. Takes out a sentry, loses a couple of links for it, but good trades being taken here by Elazer, who's still behind in drones, but has kind of transitioned back into into a territory that might seem comfortable. This push is so big though that Neeb is setting up. 4 more gateways, +1 already done. Blink on the way. What are we at? 3 immortals, 4th on the way. I am not feeling this.
Me neither, man. Me neither. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Miko after talking so much shit, he should be backing it up like this. So I like it. I like he's trying his best to play the macro game.
It's a little bit painful if you talk so much crap and then as a follow-up, you know, you just get absolutely blasted in the first game by a relatively standard timing. Good run by coming out of Elazer, who's trying everything in his power to stay in this game. Let's not forget he lost 23 workers very early on, or well, like 19 workers very early on, 4 more just now. And here comes Neeb with the attack. There's no Ravagers in this army. There's no upgrades in this army. 1 Ravager is being built. 8 drones have gone down on the side of Elazer. Good force fields. Yeah, and here comes a Link flank, but Adepts will take care of that. We'll make sure...
The Queen flank!
Oh my god, the Queen flank. I've seen Link flanks before. I've seen Banelink flanks. This is the first Queen flank I've seen. Good transfuse micro out of Elazer. Does forget to use transfuse later on in the fight, but I just don't think it's going to be enough here for the Polish Zerg. Ravagers are biling, Links are streaming in, but Neeb takes the dub. 1-0 for Neeblet. America, game number 1. Wow. Game number 1 going in favor of the American. Game number 2, he starts in the top right. He is blue, and his heart is red, white, and blue. He's from America. Ting Neeb.
Woo! Woo! And the bottom left, the Polish hope. Somebody say the best Polish player, but lately I feel like Soul is taking over. Mikolaj Ungonoski, Elazer. So,
Big stuff.
question. Who is the best Polish player? Tell me
Well,
the
yesterday Sol managed to take out Elazer, so I think
Right.
that answers our question immediately there. Bang! Or well, take out Elazer, forced him to advance into the tournament, as we like to say here. Yeah, that was not it. That was not it, my friend.
That was not it.
All right, what do we have here? Third hatchery not being taken forward for Elazer, perhaps afraid of these glaive builds. Neeb decided to block the base, the natural of Elazer. Curious to see if Neeb is going to go for another glaive build or if he's deciding... Ooh. Only a single guy in gas so far. Usually if you're playing Stargate, you send double in gas. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes for another glaive build after seeing this opener. It wouldn't surprise me completely.
Well, he cannot destroy him in one.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes there are builds... Oh! Probe almost died. American a little bit too fast. No. Oh.
He's a greedy player. We know that, right?
Yeah. Almost got it. Yeah, but what I was going to say, sometimes, you know, even though you think a build isn't the best build, sometimes it just works against the player. And if it works against the player, you can just use it again. If they don't know the counter, then even if it's not game theory optimal, doesn't really matter. If it works, it works, you know?
It works.
Yeah, this is why Immortal in Zergs for 5 years straight. It just always worked. But to be fair, that strategy worked no matter the player, so I don't think that... Yeah, it wasn't quite the same, but...
I like that. Well, I don't know, if Miko doesn't know, as you say, if Miko doesn't know the answer, then, you know, then it's
Twilight.
good that he keeps doing it. Yeah, there we go.
Twilight, Warp Gate, Adept, the Overlord. Although he has a little of eyes, he remains blind for now. So we have nothing being scouted here from Elazer.
I like that, Captain. Even though he sees that, he doesn't really see it.
Yeah. No pull out of gas though. Perhaps once the robo starts, it's usually the play.
What did I tell you? Yeah.
That's the more regular timing, but because he's playing triple Adept, it wouldn't have surprised me if he pulls out of gas a bit faster. Nice split coming out of the Adepts. He's gonna go to see if he can perhaps shade in. I don't know what this build is. I have absolutely no clue.
Well,
this is... I think he forgot the robo.
What if he doesn't make the robo?
Oh no, it's gonna be glaives into double Stargate. That's what we're looking at. He's gonna finish up the Adepts as well. That's not a play. It's gonna work out though, just fine.
It is a play. It is a play.
It looks like a play
to me. Look at it.
Well, was it? He killed what, 3-4 links. He's gonna lose 1 Adept for it. Oh my god! Elazer doesn't see where the Adept went. Will Neeb be able to go into the little nuke? Yes, he gets good hits off. No way. No. Okay, no way. Okay, well, what did he kill? 6 links. And 6 links, 1 Adept. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm really surprised that Elazer just isn't scouting. He just isn't sending in his Overlord. He doesn't care. But he has absolutely no clue what's happening right now. He's gonna be once again too late with his Roach Warren, isn't he? If this move out happens. Oh, maybe a Robo as a follow-up? This is a really old school build. This is the build that Neeb used. Similar build that he used to beat Rogue with during the Caspa Cup. Was that Rogue?
I remember that.
I think it was Rogue, right? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Leaving nothing at home but a probe. Here come the glaive Adepts.
How many Adepts is 9?
9.
2, 4.
It's not that great of a build, honestly. I mean, he did lose too early on, which means he's gonna have less Adepts here. Once again, Elazer absolutely not ready with anything. This shading is gonna be pain. This shading is just gonna be pain. 4 roaches are on the way. There's a couple of drones in the natural, but you're gonna go for the ramp here. Oh my god, the roach runner is gonna provide... Oh! A cancel? Oh, he's walking into the third. I'm not sure about... Oh,
a recall?
This is a recall. Nah, this is not it. This is not it. Third base is going down. Observer is on the way. 3 sentries. It's like we're back in 2016 here. This is exactly how you played back in 2016, but there's a reason why we don't see it that much anymore, because it just kind of sucks. I wouldn't have minded if he had gone into double Stargate. Oh, Elazer needs to be careful. He might be losing a lot of links here. Force fields, force fields, force fields. It's gonna try to catch these links. Gets the links for a cancel on a Nexus. Not the worst trade for Elazer. depending a bit on what the plans are for Neeb. Neeb wants to shade across the map right now. There's 7 roaches ready. There's how many queens? 6 queens as well? Nah. No way. These adepts won't do anything, right? I mean, without links, if you split the adepts, maybe he can do something. But splitting adepts is so risky, because if there's any links around, it's one of the worst things you can do. Yeah, so he's not going to pre-split. Oh, well, one goes to the 3rd base. I think he'll finish that at least. No, he'll finish nothing. And 18 links do get forced out. That's a nice little win there for Neeb, but I'm not liking his position too much this game.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I thought I was getting excited when you say the double target, but then I saw a double target and I got less excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And understandable as well. Very understandable.
Yeah, like, it was giving me the vibe heroes, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's no hero vibes anymore.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah. This was looking a lot like a build that CJ Hero would have done, indeed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The good old glaive into double Stargate. Not the case here, though. Yeah. Robo Bay. I don't know what he's gonna do with this, honestly. I just don't know what it's double Disruptor, most likely. He really likes to play Disruptor, but from here on out, I think Elazer is just looking to... Oh, he's no creep. What the heck? There's like 3 tumors. How many tumors does he have, actually? How do you see that? It's a structure, the tumor. 8 tumors total. 8-minute game. He's been on 6 queens for a long time. That's not a good creep spread.
That's not the play?
Yeah, it's not the play, but it's not making his position much worse right now. It would be nice to have creep, especially against Colossi, but I still think he's in a fine position. 86 workers, he has Ravagers, he has Baneling speed on the way. He's gonna get a very good eco, and he's already teching into Hive, so he's gonna get Vipers. You know, Ravager Bane Viper push is a possibility, but it's probably just gonna be for defensive usage. Maybe transition into Lurker from there? It's possible. I don't know.
Yeah. Double Robo Colossus, what's the strong point and weakness of this?
So the strong point is going to be the push with lots of sentries. And the weak point is when the push doesn't kill your opponent. Because you're investing so much into gas units that have no real transition into a later game. You basically have a single push. And if the Zerg micros well, if he sets up a Baneling flank or if he has Vipers ready, the push pretty much just dies and gets stopped right in its tracks. I like that Neeb is pushing out here already. He's kind of saying, hey, maybe you need to make some Banelings or add a couple of extra Ravagers rather than go into those straight Vipers. And it is kind of working. I mean, 6 more Banelings on the way. I'm really surprised we actually have not a single Viper on the way yet. And
I'm very surprised we're making this fire. I don't think it's necessary. We need the Vipers, like you say.
Yeah, like 2-3 Vipers would be big. And I mean, Viper isn't like if you get the Spire, like that's fine, but it's not where the priority should be right now.
Yeah, but look at his guys. Like there's still more Banelings.
Yeah.
What's the point of making the hype, brother?
Yeah, I mean, Adreno is one hell of a reason. Let me tell you that much.
Well,
I would get a hype just for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good upgrade. 35 Banelings. I mean, he can attack with this. He definitely can. If he comes from 2-3 angles, I mean... Oh, look at the Baneling flank. Look at the Baneling. Well, it's not a flank, actually. He's just going to be running into the 3rd base. There is a single Colossi there. There's a Stalker in position as well. Stalker will fall. Good defense by Neeb. Never mind.
Baneling don't care.
Yeah. He was ready with something, but not quite good enough. 54 workers remaining for Neeb. Decides to push out right now. Had 2 hallucinated Colossi as well. No. Tell me.
The Baneling just walking by the Colossus, under the Colossus. How is that fair? It's literally there to wall, and they just walk on there.
They just walk on it. That's ridiculous. I will be sending that straight to the Blizzard team. The Blizzard intern. 3 Vipers now. Templar being built. You think these Templar are going to get Storm, or these Templar are going to turn into Archons?
Archons, of course. Oh, now we have Viper. Vipers, 2 Vipers, 3 Vipers out. Another Link run by, but deflected by Mr. or Hero American Neeb. I think Neeb has to push, man. He has to get max and push and stop making procs. I think he should stop making procs and just do a big all-in, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, his position is pretty garbage, but yeah, if he's gonna win this game, it's gonna be through the power of Colossi. Like 5-6 Colossi, lots of good force fields, couple of Archons tanking. Actually, he's getting a very big army. He's looking powerful. The upgrades for Elazer aren't that great.
You like the hallucinations?
Yeah, I like the hallucinations. I do like that. Let's see what these Vipers can mean for this fight.
Okay, the Colossus.
Too good at abduct so far. Baneling's really not doing all that much at this moment. Blink forward. Yeah, hallucinations also taking a fair amount of damage. I'm liking this push here. 53 Banelings still alive though, and these Vipers also still have some abducts ready. Is there any Zealot run-bys? No Zealot run-bys. This is a pure engagement.
The Colossus. Oh, they survived, Captain!
Yeah, the run-by is not going to matter too much. I think the main fight is the most important thing at this point. 93 army supply against 90 on the other side. Lots of roaches in production, but these Colossi abducts actually didn't look that great because they tanked so many Baneling shots, and the Banelings want to be trading against the Stalkers. Nothing else. I think Neeb is actually doing it here. The American hero is pushing in. Do we see an abduct? No abduct on anything. Oh, the Colossi pick up micro. This is something you only see in North America, as he loses the Colossi. Dies, but
and the other one is also...
That's also something you only see. In North America, Neeb takes game number 2. Right now on the brink of elimination, as Elazer is looking for that final spot in the finals where he will be playing his fellow European Lambo. Wow, what a game number 2 here special.
Fantastic, fantastic, Captain.
Fantastic.
Man, it's like a really awkward situation for a sponsor because you want your player to win, but you also want more airtime. This is the worst format for it.
Yeah, in theory, sponsor-wise, it's really nice if he loses because you get way more airtime. But I guess on the other hand, you do kind of want to brag. I mean, you can still brag with a win as long as you pretend like there's no prize pool. Like, you know, you just don't mention what he won. You just say, well, just don't mention the name of the tournament, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have congratulations. To pass that, advice along.
Congratulations to Neeblet for winning another tournament. Just black it out. Yeah, it should be fine. All right, Fear Dragon. I know you're a big fan of the man in the bottom right. So why don't you do the honors of introducing him to our lovely audience?
Absolutely. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have one of the most handsome men in all of North America, sitting up 2-0. He is the Thundershaft.
Oh, that was my... that was my... I thought you were going to end with Neeb, but the Thundershaft also is a nice name. In the bottom left, we have Elazer. See? That is just the what you call it? The European normalness, you know, no over-exaggeration. We don't need that hype. We don't need that hype. We've got the skill to back it up. As we're going to get 2 players in the finals, or at least that's what it looks like. And the Americans are going to get blasted out of the tournament, like in every other tournament. Even at losing, they aren't the best, Ravi. Does it make you a little bit ashamed of your country, man?
Well, I mean, look, if you really wanted a competition, you would have invited more North Americans here. Because then, let me tell you something, Kevin. We would have kicked you guys' ass at losing, all right?
Oh, all right. If you say so. If you say so. All right, what do we have going on here? It's Blackburn. We see your standard line expand pattern out of Elazer. We have Neeb with the... with once again a hatch block. He's been playing some tricky stuff so far. Last game's build was god-awful, and he managed to make it work, so... I'm not gonna lie, that looked terrible. Like, really just bad, and he got in terrible positions, and then he just walked across the map with a couple of Colossi. I was like, hey, I'm here to collect my win. This is my ticket out of the tournament. This time, however, he looks like he's gonna be opening up with a Stargate first. No, my god, of course it's not a Stargate first. It's a robotics facility, and he's faking that it's Stargate first, though. And Elazer actually never scouts with Overlords. All he does is he just checks if it's Warp Gate first or not, and then he flies out with the Overlord very often. This time he's actually sticking around, but yeah, Robo first, Ravi. I have no clue what this means. This is more your type of stuff. Talk to me.
Well, I was going to say, like, this Robo is, like you were saying, the positioning of it looked like it was going to maybe be able to Stargate. It's such a far back robotics facility, so he clearly wants to keep it hidden, right, at this point. Yeah. So there's something tricky that's going to be coming out. Playing to what you were talking about. He's been playing tricky this tournament so far.
Yeah, I'm just The thing is that it's unlikely that it's going to be a pure gateway push. Yeah, okay, disruptor drop. That makes a lot more sense because his warp gate is so late, right? If you want to do a fast gateway push, then you wouldn't delay warp gate. But this is a build that doesn't rely on warp gate. This is a build that actually relies on robo timing, and then skipping warp gate all of a sudden makes a whole lot more sense. And I actually kind of like it here. I actually do kind of like it. This is a build, by the way, that has been pretty popular again recently. I think we saw Zaun use it a couple of times. I want to say Hurricane used it, but I think that is not true. But I still am going to say it. I think Hurricane used it. And I know someone is going to correct me because I know it wasn't Hurricane, but I can't remember who it was. Oh my god. I watched these games and I was like, that's nice. Zaun and this guy. That's Hurricane, whatever. It's going to go Disruptor drop. He'll follow it up with a single Colossi most likely. And then he'll push across the map with 6 gates. Sometimes you fake a third base, sometimes you don't fake a third base. If you fake a third base, you have less gateway units, but the other guy thinks, oh, there's a third base, let me build 12 drones. If you don't fake a third base, what very often happens is the Zergs don't scout, and they're like, oh, I think he has a third base, I'm still going to make 12 drones. And that's kind of the power of this build, is that Zergs just tend to kind of blindly go up to a drone count, at which it might be difficult to
Is this what I'm seeing? Disruptors? Yes.
It's the single disruptor even.
It's only one. What is the second one? He got supply block. Don't tell me he got supply block.
What's the pro? What's the pro? Oh my god.
What a badass. You don't need to fake a third if you can take a real third. That's safe.
I like this. But the thing is, Miko is not known for being very thinkful about this, so he might make all the drones.
Yeah. He might just go up to 75 workers blindly. That's actually the... It's very scary because... Oh, he's actually going straight for 3 roaches. I don't understand why you go straight for 3 roaches against a disruptor drop, but... that is slightly confusing.
Drones
look at the hive, making drones. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to get way more drones than here. That's for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
When would Elazer think that, like, this third base is, like, not coming? Like, what's going on? I need to just start making units.
This is normally not in 2 bases.
Well, at least you see a fake third, and sometimes there is some people who play this with a third. But yeah, usually this is a 2 base all in.
He's kicking the rocks!
He's kicking the rocks! Oh my god, Elazer, big brain.
Is he watching the stream? No, right? I'm just kidding.
No way. I have my doubt there. This is actually big. I mean, if he kills that base, yeah.
Wait, what?
Please leave it. Okay.
How does he know?
Okay, well.
He must have played
Neeb
this
also
somehow.
has no idea. Neeb has no idea that he's about to be found out. So the Nexus finishes up right before the rocks are busted down. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's gonna recall probes. Oh no. Oh, that's 20 probes down the drain. That's 20 probes down the drain.
His army was moving out into the middle of the map. No, he's pulling back. I was gonna say maybe he could have gotten there to save something.
Oh, the Nexus is gonna see it? He's gonna see it with that?
He sees it. He sees it now. He sees it now. Neeb can see it now. He sees the rocks coming down.
Oh!
By time!
That's gonna be fine. He's actually gonna be able to defend this. And Elazer's actually at a really low drone count because he did kind of buy it. Into the natural? Oh, with a single Colossi deals with that relatively well.
What's the best thing to defend a run by? That's not Hellions. Mr. Colossus.
Mr. Colossus, indeed.
So, Captain, this game, how's he looking for Miko? I mean, for Captain America, for best player? Can he win?
Yeah, I mean, he's up in workers. He has more income. And, I mean, how are you going to attack into this base? If you go in and the army isn't there, you're basically trapped. If you go up that ramp, I mean, you can't really attack up the ramp if the army is there. So, either way, I don't even really mind this base here for Neeb. Elazer is too afraid to drone as well because he still thinks, hey, maybe I need to kill this because I droned so late. I think Elazer is probably going to try to attack, or he's thinking he needs to defend something and he's not building any drones. What Elazer needs right now is like 35 extra drones, and he needed them a minute and a half ago, but of course, how could he know? Well, he couldn't really. No.
Oh, okay. 2 rushes there.
Good save.
So yeah, it seems like Miko is doing like a heavy all-in kind of thingy. But oh, the link robot. No, there's no Mr. Colossus now.
Yeah, no Colossi to clean it up. There's a Colossi popping in 20 seconds. Yeah, this is extremely painful. Here comes the run by into the third base as well at the same time. Yeah.
Evacuate the probes out of your natural. Oh boy.
Okay, actually the defense wasn't too bad, but the mining time was terrible.
Yeah, mining time.
It's not even that.
Yeah, it's not even over yet. These roaches are going to get like 5-6 more workers at least. Colossi does finish up, but against the roaches not quite as useful as against the lynx. 17 workers go down in total. And Neeb's army is looking a little bit weaker comparatively to before, at least relative to Elazer's army. I'm kind of liking Elazer's position. He's lacking a couple of things still though. His stack towards Hive is a bit late. His upgrades are a bit late. And his drone count still isn't perfect. He does have the gold right now, so his income is gonna spike. But is that actually going to be enough? I am not quite sure. It's still 53 workers against 61, and there's 4 freaking Colossi on the map. Holy crap.
And that base acts as like a giant proxy pylon also to just try and get faster warp-ins. Even if the warp prism is like on the other side or warping into like the main base or something.
Oh, Disruptor finds the run by, and the roaches find the Disruptor. But, oh my god. Good lord.
I wouldn't mind to see making more Disruptor right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you have like 1-2 extra Disruptors here, it's so good against a pure roach army, right? And Hive is still really far away, hasn't even started yet, starts just now. I think Neeb can wait like 30-35 more seconds. He might even want to wait for +2 and blink, and then go for an attack. I mean, freaking 5 Colossi, dude. That's such a powerful army. He has gas for more sentries as well. Like, he can go if he wants to. He can leave his natural behind.
As long as he hits before like Hive finish up and Vipers come out, right? Like that's gonna be the window. That's the thing he has to hit before, right?
Yeah, Vipers are gonna be key here. And now this kind of gets blasted. Yeah, Elazer doesn't really want to go in here because he's just trapping a massive part of his army if he decides to do that. Blink is about to finish up. You know, I wouldn't even mind if Neeb just full walls his natural at this point.
Yeah, like full wall with like 1 or 2 cannons just behind it, just to.
Oh, nice for field. Ah, not nice one. Oh, the run by Captain Disrupted. There's a big run by. Warping. No. Oh, he has blink. I didn't even know that.
It's fine.
So it seems like Elazer just wants to get Neeb just wants to get max with the same army he beat in last game, Blink, Stalkers, and Colossus, and try to win like that. And he's gonna trap a lot of army right here in the top. Look at this.
Nice. That's big. That actually is gonna be pretty big.
Yeah. Miko is, I mean, he's bought enough time that Vipers are coming out, so if he has just enough time to remax, this could still work out for Miko, right?
Yeah. It looks interesting recall.
I like the recall.
It. Yeah, very big play. And now this army is gonna be semi-trapped. The second part of the army of Neeb is a little bit too far back though. Yeah, Elazer needs to be careful. There's a crap ton of money in the bank. He's building 28 roaches. His 3 Vipers are out. His +1 is about to finish up. I actually think he has an okay chance at surviving here. There's no
I'm not sure, man. I think it's dead.
It's definitely possible. If the Vipers show up, where's the Vipers at?
They don't have mana, man. They need to suck the mana like the girls suck up my money, you know. So it takes some time.
Oh, there's a couple of Viper pulls. Got 3 of them.
Decent pulls there on the Colossi. It's gonna take out a lot of the Colossi. Actually, I think Elazer is doing a pretty good job here in the fight. Drone pool is gonna be painful with the Colossi doing a lot of damage. Big Stalker warp in as well, 119 supply against 109, and the upgrades are helping a lot for Neeb as well. Yeah, no abducts ready anymore either, and I think that if this prism doesn't go down, that Neeb will just be able to get another warp in, and at that point, what is there left for Elazer?
Actually, I'm quite surprised he went like this. I think he's defending, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. This Colossus drop is being really annoying though. Without that happening, I think he would have. Maybe.
There's a lot of money for Neeb. He has +2. What is there? Single abduct available? Single abduct available? Yeah.
Now, that Colossus, I think that Colossus did a lot of stuff, man. It denied the whole base.
And the drones. Like, the drone count is so little. 33 to 55. There's a 4th base here for Neeb as well. That Colossi, Did the Colossi die just now?
He died to Roach.
Amazing.
Oh, these Stalkers are trapped, man. You need to recall them.
Oh boy.
There's no recall. No, there's none. Oh, that's pain.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, Neeb sometimes when he plays, he's like super aggressive when he doesn't need to do stuff like this. He's like super greedy, you know? This is like, he's giving Miko a chance.
Yeah, he
the
really
bright side is Elazer has only been making roaches. He never replenished any of his drones. So Neeb, as long as he can continue buying time and not lose the Stalkers like that, he will at least be able to like remake an army a lot faster than Elazer.
Yeah, I think so too. The problem is that if Elazer splits his army right now, this bottom base might just fall. Recall is available, so perhaps a recall could help out. Super battery is available as well, so that could definitely help out. However, that battery does need to survive that long in that case. A little bit of a skirmish in the middle of the map as well, and Elazer with a good army split, I think, it's actually looking at least denying that third base here. However, the worker count is still in favor of Neeb, so I think income will still be okay for Neeb as long as Elazer doesn't build any more workers.
It is really fun to see a 5-base Zerg on 30 drones and not making any more. Oh, there's some more drones.
Yeah, there also is the thing of the timer of the +3, right? Like, upgrades aren't everything, but they are a big part in the game, and +3 against +1 is a big deal, especially if there's no creep and these stalkers can micro back easily. As long as the game goes on, Neeb is just going to increase his army count as well. While Elazer is mainly working on getting drones, but no real plan for the late game. I mean, his plan for now just seems to be, I hope he keeps building Colossi and I get to abduct them, but there's no Hydra then, there's no Lurkers, there's no creep spread really. Like, what is there here for Elazer? Can't even keep his gold base for now. Guess a counter-attack?
It's been keeping him in the game for a long time, but like a lot of the counterattacks were pinned off of going to the natural or like that base above the natural while also hitting the bottom center. But the bottom center isn't a target anymore. You can't like just rely on that.
Well, recall does get activated immediately. A bunch of stalkers do get taken out though with this recall. I think he's just gonna lose a lot of roaches here. The rest of the army is coming back as well, and all of these roaches are going to end up falling. See if Neeb, yep, individual stalker micros still. And that was not a good trade for Elazer. 5 workers and maybe 3-4 stalkers went down, and at the price of 15-16 roaches. It's not quite what you want.
It's time to push across the map though. Vipers have a lot of energy, and like you were saying, it's mostly just been the Colossus that were there for Neeb. So now it's really just, it's almost just pure stalker with like 2 Colossus that are gonna get abducted into like the first 3 seconds of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, even just the stalkers I think would be really hard. There's 39 stalkers against 29 roach, 11 ravager. Like with blink micro and +3, there's gonna need to be some blinding clouds. I'm not even sure if abducts are the play here. Like, you're just gonna need to deny DPS of your opponent, and that's not happening here. Oh, abducts one of the hallucinations. 2 of the hallucinations get abducted. He guesses and guesses wrong. Yeah, but I mean, flanking what? I mean, the flank just dies. I mean, Neeb just has way too much. I think Elazer is gonna go to the final. Neeb gets eliminated here on day 2 of the biggest loser tournament. 140 supply against 50. GG gets called. Neeb is out of the tournament. And we have our finalist, Elazer versus Lambo.